While it appears people are spending less time at the hospital fighting COVID-19, the number of deaths associated with the virus remains high. Today, the State Department of Health announced 55 more people have died from COVID. To date, now more than 4,900 Georgians have passed away from the virus. Today's state data shows the number of patients being treated at the hospital, though, continues to fall. Demand for testing is also slowing. About 21,000 test results were reported today. That's well below our average for the month. There were about 2,700 new COVID cases, so the virus is still spreading. And that is raising concerns that not enough people are getting tested to stop asymptomatic people from giving the virus to others.